Hey everybody, this is CJ,
And I'm Rain.
and we're embracing paradise,
And today, what we're going to be talking about is the emotional roller coaster it's been to be packing some of our stuff.
selling the house, packing,
Yeah.
figuring things out.
And deciding what to keep and what to get rid of,
Yep.
and the things that we have gotten rid of,
Mhm.
how we have felt about it.
Yeah. So I can start. So we've got rid of our dining room set. It was a very nice table that we got, 8-seater. Um, we had a family come by that needed a new set. They had just got a new house, and we're looking for a bigger dining room table. And ours just happened to fit their needs, so they came by and picked it up. And I didn't know it was going to be not emotional, but what would you say?
It kicked you in the feels.
Yeah, it kicked me in the feels a little bit just because we've always used it, especially when family over and holidays. We always sat there and spent a lot of time there with family. So um, yeah, it was just not hard to see it go, but it was kind of like a slap in the face, like, oh, this is reality.
It was a little emotional.
Yeah, a little bit, but it's whatever. It was just those memories hit me quick. I'm like, oh, it's leaving, and we won't ever be able to do that again with the table and stuff like that. But um, we're definitely gonna get a new one in DR, and
Maybe not an 8-seater.
maybe not, but but yeah, we'll still have family and friends and stuff like that. So it's all about the upcoming memories and still keeping hold of the past memories as well. Anything that you've got rid of?
Not necessarily that I got rid of that I can think of right now. For
Hmm.
me, it was more when I was going through like the birthday cards or the
Yeah.
Valentine's Day cards and all that stuff. Um, I found a card that CJ's grandma had sent me when I was in Texas and he was still in New York.
Hmm.
And I kind of literally the minute I saw the front of the card, literally remembered receiving it. I already knew who it was from, and I opened it and I read it, and it kicked me in the feels for sure. And then right after that, the next card that I picked up was a birthday card that my godmom had given me in 1995, mind you. I wasn't even 10 yet, but in 1995, and she's been passed away for many years. And that really got me really emotional. Just seeing her handwriting, just like seeing CJ's grandma's handwriting, really kind of hit home for
Yeah,
me.
yeah, you don't realize like the memories, I guess, the stuff has until it's like you see it again, or you're getting rid of something. But like I said, it's just about creating new memories now. Trying to think of anything else that we've kind of, that we got rid of that kind of like,
Your car.
but yeah, definitely my car. But that was the first thing to go, and that kind of set everything off in motion. But yeah, definitely getting my rid of car. We've got it. We got rid of that about what,
A month and a
um,
half ago.
about a month and a half
Mhm.
ago. Um, just took it to the dealership and kind of negotiated with them a little bit and got what we wanted. And we were like, okay, yeah, this is now for real.
Mhm.
It's weird only having one car now, though.
Oh,
But
absolutely, absolutely. But I know it hit you in the feels. I could
yeah,
see it. You were very quiet and kind of very reserved.
hmm
And although it wasn't my car, I loved CJ's car because to be honest, I don't like my car. I just got it out of convenience. It fit my needs and I got a really good deal. But I loved CJ's car. Like he knew whenever the car was here, if I had to run errands and he was going to be home, I was like, yeah, I'm taking your car.
yeah, I'd hear you coming from literally. So we're the second to last house on the street in our development, and to get into the development, you have to make a right and then a left. I'd hear her coming with the system blasted as she was making a left about 15 houses down.
It's a
So,
Dominican thing. What can I tell you?
yeah, but yeah, it definitely that definitely hit me too. But I just always tell myself it's for what the future holds. So
Mhm.
it is what it is. I'm trying to think of anything.
For me, it
Hmm.
was tearing my office down.
Yeah, yeah.
my work office down
Hmm.
because I spent a lot of time kind of planning and decorating and designing it.
Yeah, it took you a while to do that too. It first took you a while to even want to do your, have your own office. And then I was
Yeah.
like, no, you're going to do it. And then we kind of sat down and figured out what you wanted, how you wanted it to look.
Yeah.
Got you, all the decorations and things like that. So yeah, I understand that. Now you're stuck next to me in the other office.
That's okay. But that one kind of got me in the feels just because I loved the way my office looked.
Yeah,
I was obsessed with it. Everyone that
yeah. Everybody
that
that came
saw
in,
my office was like, "Oh my God, your office is so pretty."
yep.
I'm like, "I know, I know. I decorated it myself."
Yeah, everybody that came would always go in there and be like, "Oh, whose office is this?" I'm like, "You really think this is my office?" Like, yeah, you step in my office, you're like, "Yeah, it looks like a 14-year-old hangs out in here all day."
No, I think just our offices were they were very different. Like mine was very girly and like very aesthetically pleasing,
Hmm.
if you will. Like I only had a couple things on the wall. Like one wall was dedicated for my degrees, and
Hmm.
then the one behind me was very aesthetically pleasing for when I got on camera for work
Yeah,
and stuff like that, where CJ's is very sports, well, was, I guess, because
yeah.
we got all that stuff down, was very like sports driven, which is what he loves.
Hmm.
And I think even you taking down your
Yeah,
sports stuff.
yeah. That's true. Yeah, when I had to pack the sports memorabilia stuff, and I was just looking at it, even like the stuff that you got me, like just to throw it out there, Mike Tyson's my favorite athlete of all time. Well, he's tied with Michael Jordan, but yeah. So
He's your favorite boxer.
yeah, definitely favorite boxer. But just packing up that memorabilia, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember, I remember the day I got this, or I remember opening it as a gift from you and stuff like that, and I'm like, oh geez. But yeah, just that stuff. That's what I'm into. So I'm like, ah, this is certainly real now.
Hmm.
But I'm definitely gonna bring that stuff to DR, and I can't leave without it.
The other thing for me was our bedroom set.
I was just thinking that. I was just thinking that because I was fighting with that thing, the bed frame the whole day or all morning, because it's a very odd setup. It has, like cross beams that pop in and out. It's a headache, but I finally figured it out. But yeah, definitely the bedroom set because
It took us a while
it
to
took us
pick
a
one.
while. Yeah, and we would go to store to store to store, and then they actually built that new store where we got it at around in our neighborhood, and we just stopped in there. Actually, we went to Home Depot that day to pick something up, and I think it was like two paint rollers. And we
Hmm.
seen that it was open, so I was like, oh, let's just stop in there. And we stopped in there and we were looking, and I remember you just stopping in front of it, and I was like, in my head, I'm like, yeah, she's gonna pick that one. Yep. And then we ended up went from a Home Depot 2-minute trip to about a,
3 hour
yeah, because
shopping spree.
yeah, it was just the bedroom set, like the room decor, the glass vases
Hmm.
and stuff like that. Yeah, so yeah, I was thinking that as well, and then pulling the dressers and the nightstands and everything like that out of the bedroom into the room that we're using now, kind of as like storage, I guess. Yeah, I was, you know, I'm like, oh wow, yeah, like this is really happening.
Hmm. Another one for me was taking my Buddha heads down
Yeah,
from the kitchen.
they've been there for forever.
We put those up day two of being in the house.
Yep.
So they were there, they were on that wall for almost 8 years.
Hmm.
And the minute I saw them at the store, because I'm obsessed with Buddha, I fell in love, and I literally told CJ, I don't care where I put them. I don't care if I have to design the entire house around them. They are going on the wall. I know exactly where they're going.
Yep.
They're going. And that was before we even had like moved in the house that I had bought them.
Hmm.
The house was being built, but I bought them then. And taking them down and now looking at that bare wall is not sad, but
It's reality.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And even today, like today, I moved one of our bigger TVs that we had in the living room. That kind of was like when everybody would come over, it'd be like the hangout spot, and
Hmm.
everybody, whatever movie we were watching or sporting event, It's a big old TV, so everybody could see. And then I moved that today, and I'm like, oh yeah, there's not going to be any more like get-togethers, so we could all hang out on the couch behind us and watch the game or the fight or whatever it is. So yeah, I mean, not necessarily emotional, but it's like I said, reality, and it's coming quick.
I think the last piece that we're going to struggle with is going to be this massive couch behind
Yeah.
us, because that's a custom couch that we had to get for it to fit in our living room, because our living room, this living room is massive.
Hmm.
And actually CJ picked it out. And I loved it, but I think once we sell it and they come pick it up, I think that's going to be another one that's going to
Yeah.
hit both of us in
Hmm.
the feelings. But the only thing that I keep telling CJ is, well, we can rebuild this in DR. It's not going to look the same, but we can rebuild it in DR.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, maybe not to such a grand scheme where we don't need like a 20-seater couch or anything like that.
But we
But
needed it when we got
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. And um, or we've already, well, you've already decided on what you want the aesthetics to look like
Mhm.
in the new house in DR, which I'm perfectly fine with. It's that, Zen. What's the look that you call it?
It's like a boho beachy vibe is
Yeah,
kind of what I'm going
yeah,
for.
just a relax and live life type of thing. Any other things that we gotten rid of that that kind of touched you a little bit?
Um, as silly and stupid as this sounds, my makeup vanity. Not gonna lie.
Hmm.
Not even gonna lie. So we set up my makeup vanity in my closet because I have a humongous closet. Luckily, in this house, CJ and I have two separate closets, which I'm glad because I'm organized and he's a hot mess. But I used to work out of my closet. That's how large it is. So
Hmm.
when the pandemic hit and we were all sent home, I used to work out of my closet because what used to be my office was our guest room, and my mom and my nephew were staying with us during the pandemic. And so I just worked out of there, and I got a custom table to fit that specific spot. And I'm obsessed with like shiny, glittery, silvery stuff. So I literally got a glitter like tabletop.
Hmm.
And so once we decided to build my office, I was telling CJ one day, maybe I should just get like a makeup vanity and set it up. And I just said it one day. It was just a thought, and we kind of moved on with our lives. And so, about a month or two later, Christmas rolls around, and he's got a bunch of humongous boxes under the tree. And I'm like, what the hell's all this crap? And it was, he got me my makeup vanity mirror. He got me like a little rolly thing to put all my like lotions and makeup stuff. He got me drawers and all this other stuff. And I was obsessed with my vanity. I loved
Hmm.
it.
Even
And
our niece would always go in there and
put on her own
use
makeup
it.
in
Yeah,
there.
yep.
Yeah, so I loved my vanity, and so seeing it go uh hit me in the feels. Not that like I'm not gonna say that like I cried or anything like that. It was just like, yep, that was something that I really, really loved, and I actually really enjoyed just walking out the door. But at least the girl that bought my vanity
Hmm.
is a makeup artist, and I know, it's going to be someone who is going to get good use out of it. And she said, she really needed one because the one that she had purchased just didn't work out for her. And so I'm at least happy that it's going to someone who's going to get good use out of it, and it's not just going to sit in a corner and gain dust. But that's something for me that got me in the
Yeah,
feels.
yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I don't think really much of anything other than the few things I mentioned that kind of, you know, hit me in the feels. Um,
I think our entertainment center is going to hit you because we've had this since before we got married,
maybe.
and we picked this out together.
Yeah, yeah, maybe. Yeah, but we got rid of our grill, our smoker, um, bunch of stuff. Like, we had a garage sale over the past weekend. Had a lot of people stop by, took a lot of things, got rid of a TV or two already.
One.
One TV. Um, there's another one that's hopefully the gentleman I've been speaking with wants to come get it. Um, yeah, but one thing I did get rid of is some old sneakers that I had. I was a sneakerhead, but
Was?
yeah, well, I love sneakers. So, yeah, I can't bring 40 pairs of sneakers to DR. It's gonna cost a lot of money, and trying to not downsize, but be smart about the move and take things like the necessary things. So, went through my closet, got some sneakers that I no longer wore. Um, and started reaching out to people that I also knew were sneakerheads, and was like, "Hey, I got these. I got these. You wanna, you interested?" Sold some of them. Some of them still kind of talking to people about, but that's another thing that kind of not hit me in the feels, but I guess something I wasn't thinking about
Mm-hmm.
when we made the decision.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know I'll get back to when we get to DR. I'll probably be back on the collection grind. But
But I mean, we don't know yet what else is going to hit us in the fields. I
hmm
mean, we are still not done. But if you've made the move, what has gotten you in your feelings about getting rid of or
yeah.
leaving behind, or even if you're donating it,
hmm
like what what hit your feelings and you're like, man, all the memories attached to this are just, something that I really liked or something
hmm
that I really enjoyed. What was that for you, and how did that make you feel? How did you get over those feelings?
Yeah, it'd be
Um,
interesting to hear.
yeah,
hmm
absolutely. So just let us know. If there's anything like that, or if even if you think some of ours are silly, let us know too. Like, we want to make sure that we're not totally out of our minds. I mean, I'm pretty sure that we are, but
Yeah,
um
just a little bit.
yep, just let us know, like, what have you gotten rid of for a move, that you kind of didn't expect to be sad to see it go.
hmm Yeah, and I think that's you know our list of things.
For now.
Yeah, for now, definitely for now. Yeah, just make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Check out our Instagram. Our Instagram is at We Are Embracing Paradise. Anything else? Any last words?
Nope, that's it.
No? Alrighty. All right. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon.
Bye
Bye.
guys.